Hello everyone, welcome to Miss Daisy channel and I'm Rania. Today in this topic video we're gonna talk about the US visa that I applied. That was my experience that I got refused. So here is my story. Let's begin. So at the first moment, it was the year for 2020. It was the month for January that I was having an interview in the US. So the documents that I prepared, it was a DS form and the bill that you pay, the paper of the bill, the passport and picture, your statement, and your work letter. So that's the things that I carry on. Plus, they require your Iqama. Please carry on your Iqama. So please stay on the video till the end. Now here, listen to my story. Yes, DS form, and I pay the fee, which is $160, and I just prepare the documents they require it. And once I just prepared it and I was ready to attend to the interview. So on my day of my interview, it was on January. So once on my day interview, I been there, and definitely I went too late. And that day was a raining day, and the traffic was increased traffic, and it was quietly a lot that I've been delayed. My appointment was around 8 a.m. in the morning, and I arrived there as 9:30 a.m. in the morning. But quietly, they allowed me to in. So once I've been there, I just carried on my bag. Was that I was having a phone and some of the, you know, like my wallets, my cards, my my stuffs like makeup things. It was in my wallet, in my bag. Then the security did not allow me to in, and he said, "Okay, you can keep your bag in the security guard, then you can in." So I just said, "Okay." So I just give it to the guard of my bag, and I just carry in only the documents that for my interview. Okay. And that day I was really rushed, and I was in hurry. So once I getting there, the guard will just say, "Okay, you have appointment?" I told them, "Yeah." And he told me, "What time is your appointment?" I told them 8. And he were telling me that, "Okay, you're late." And I just said, "I know, it was a raining day, so it's increased more traffic, and it's a bit late." And he said, "Okay, you can go in." And when I went inside, there was quietly a lot of people on there. So I stick on the queue. So there were two parts. The first part, they just view my paper, and they just give me the number, but nobody take me a fingerprint on that day. I told them, okay, so they just give me the number, so I could wait for the queue. So here it is. So once I wait on the queue, it was on the time, like I started the queue like at 10 a.m. in the morning, and the window that I beat, it was quietly like 11:30 a.m. So when was my time the interview? I just carried on documents, and I told them like, "Hi, good morning," and she were like, "Okay, can I have your passport, please?" I just give it to her, and then she were like asked me a couple of questions, like important questions, like everybody else asking, okay. And then she asked me, the first question was like, "Can I have your DS form?" And I give it to her, and my passport. And then she asked me, "What is the purpose that I'm traveling?" So the DS form that I feel it was a tourist. The category that I choose, it was a tourist. And then I told her that I'm going there to attend an event, confidence that I have, but really that I was having meeting there. I just choose the category B1 and B2. Then she take a view, like she just looked at me like, where? Well, actually, it was on about started the pandemic time in the United States, but it wasn't here yet. It wasn't started yet, on Saudi Arabia that day. So I wasn't, quietly sure to view on the news, like they were having, the stories like pandemic and everything is it's lockdown, and I wasn't sure on that news on that day. So she was looking at me weird, like, you're going for a confidence and everywhere, so it's locked down, and I didn't know it. So then the second question was like, okay, do you have any travel history? And I told her, yeah, I do have. And she asked me like, where did you travel? And I told her I traveled in the Czech Republic, in the Europe, Central Europe that I traveled. And I traveled in the Bahrain. This is the two countries that I visited. And she were like, okay, do you have family here in Saudi Arabia? And I told her, yeah, I have my dad, my sibling are here. So she said, how long you been in Saudi? I told her, since I born, it's been a long time I'm here. And then she said, okay, do you have any family or friends in the United States? I told her, no, I don't know anybody and I don't have any relative there. And then she said, okay. And then she asked me my work letter. I give it to her, and then she take a view. She asked me the Iqama, okay, the Iqama. And I was searching on the documents I was carrying on. I was checking, looking for it, and I did not find my Iqama because I just left in my bag in security and I just missed it. And I told her, I'm sorry, I just left on the guard on my bag, the security guard that I give with my bag, and I just missed it. I didn't bring it on then. She just said, she just told me that, okay, can I have a copy for the Iqama? And I was like, copy of my Iqama? I'm just looking on my documents. I was searching like on the day that I couldn't even find it. Guess what? And then she asked me, okay, can I have your bank statement? That was, I told her, yeah, sure. I just gave it to her. And that bank statement was my personal statement, which is I used, you know, the NCB bank. I already printed on the statement, but it wasn't from my work. They're not transferring on this bank, but they were giving me, which is called a payroll, a Rajhi Takaful bank. They are not giving me, you know, the payroll card. They will not allow you to give you a statement from the bank, you know, the work are sending me money that I'm working. And actually I just once I just use for my Rajhi Takaful, I just get it on and I use my NCB bank there, my money. And then she said, okay, what do you work? I told her I'm a nurse, so I was working in the healthcare clinic. And then she were like, okay. She was just taking a view on the statement, and she just take a view for the job that I was description that I give her letter job, and she was combining looking the statement, and then later on she said, they don't transfer you. She didn't see the money, the work that they are transferring on my statement. And I told her, well, actually, my work, they are giving me a payroll. The payroll, which is called a Rajhi Takaful, and I cannot take the statement. I just responded that, and she were, you know, confused. I'm sorry that I just confused them really on that day, but it was quite fun. Let's continue on sticking. So then she said like, Takaful, and you can't take a statement. I told her, no, they're not, and this is true. I've been there and they refused me. Like, they said, we cannot give you the statement. It's just a payroll. So I just said, you know, that's the worst thing that I haven't experienced it. And then a few minutes, she just print the paper, and like she told me that, okay, can you just apply again, the visa again? My documents wasn't complete. I just feel a little bit embarrassed. I said, like, can I know that reason that I get refused? She just said it's a lack for the travel history, even though I have history, but I don't know why. But anyhow, she just said, you know, try again for the next week and complete all the documents. That's it was a shortened pandemic that time. I haven't tried, but it was quite interesting. So so this was my story, and I hope I'm gonna apply it again soon and stick it on it. I will post as soon as possible for my next video. So thanks for watching, and thumbs on the video. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.